I love John Goodman with my whole heart. I love everything that John Goodman can do except for this. And we've already got him in The Big Lebowski in the B tier. So I am totally fine with this being F or lower.
F. Sorry.
I'm fine with that too.
Hercules.
Ooh. We got to my second favorite Disney movie of all time. Hercules, y'all. Okay.
So I know this is high for you, Greg.
You know where this is for me, D. But I understand that it is not the most popular by everyone else's perspective. So feel free. Feel free.
You want to take the floor?
Go ahead.
I only like this movie for the muses in Hades. That's it. I'm sorry, Bobcat Goldthwait, whatever his last name is. I can't do it.
That's kind of where I stand. Like the music, I feel like is one of the best soundtracks.
Yes, one of the best soundtracks in the game by far.
But like for the movie as a whole, I was never big into Hercules' story.
And they also did not tell actual Hercules' story. But I mean, how are you going to say that Zeus was a tyrant and Hera was a
loving mom? I understand. But there is like...
Now, we do have a rule for these tier lists that we have like one veto where we can place something anywhere we want. So like, I think we're landing on A between me and Dirty Nerdy Birdie.
I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it.
Not even for
We'll circle back to it probably, right? Maybe towards the end, once we do the whole list, we can look over the list and be like, okay, is there anything?
Yeah.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah. But I'm fine. I'm fine to put it at A. Like, you know, A is okay. Hocus Pocus.
Now, I have a soft spot for Disney Halloween movies. Like, I love them all. Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus, even Twitches. Like,
my God, go Twitches. Yes.
Like, I don't know what it is about Halloween that they just do. Disney just does it.
Yep.
Yeah. I've seen Hocus Pocus. I understand why it is like considered a great, a great Halloween movie. It didn't do it for me personally. But I understand why it does it for everyone else. So
I'm gonna say A.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it being at A personally, but I would have understood if y'all want to put it higher. Oh,
the Christmas movie. Home Alone.
Nah.
I don't think anything's gonna be put in D class. This is gonna be funny.
Yeah. I keep trying to find things, but I'm like, no, like just.
Nah, this is gonna be dependent on what y'all say, but for me, this movie is S tier. It has literally held down Christmas for 20 plus years.
I mean, it's the Christmas series, not just movie. Like two.
Like seriously,
Yep.
I mean,
this is an easy.
Macaulay Culkin just never misses for me.
Never misses, and especially '90s Macaulay Culkin.
Right,
like, that kid.
Yeah,
to the point where now he's married / has a kid with Brenda Song, which completes my '90s circle.
I know, right? That is
it's
dope.
like all of my '90s just got wrapped up in this perfect little bow with that, and it makes me so happy. Because they were my favorite child actors back then.
All right, here's your hook. Your hook. Here's your movie.
S tier. That was my Robin Williams right there.
Okay, that's fair. I actually don't remember seeing it because there was a lot of live action Peter Pans, which I didn't know how popular.
There was quite a bit.
Like live action Peter Pans were. But truth be told, I only remember seeing the cartoon Peter Pan. I don't think I've ever seen a live action version. So,
oh man, you got to go back and watch this. It's Robin Williams, Dante Bosco, Dustin Hoffman, Julia Roberts.
It's a great
cast. Another stacked cast.
All right, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, bruh.
Hunchback is in D for me.
Dang,
it's
I'm
in
sorry.
D?
Wow.
Maybe C.
So we're
because Esmeralda's right just amazing.
Greg.
But like,
no, okay. So I remember as a kid, I loved this movie, but looking back, I don't think I've ever watched this movie past when I was a kid. I never went back and you know what? You know, a movie I want to see, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Exactly.
So now that I think, like I've read the book. I don't remember the movie.
That's the problem is like knowing the real story behind it and how messed up Frollo was and why he did what he did was literally just pining after Esmeralda, who probably was his child in the first place.
No.
Listen to the song Hellfire when you get a chance, when you're not doing anything. Just listen to the song Hellfire and how it starts out, where he's just like begging God to take this desire away from him. And I'm like,
no.
I was listening to this as a child.
Yep. You convinced me.
Something had to get down here.
Oh, man. Iron Giant. That lives so precious.
S or A. That's a good
one.
That lives very precious in my heart.
Oh, the ending.
I have nothing negative to say about it. Like at all.
Not one.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting here trying to think of a reason to put it in A instead of S, but like I can't come up with anything.
I got nothing. I love this movie.
Yeah, no, S is fine.
I love a few animated movies that actually made me like cry.
Oh yeah. All right, we got It the original
S class for me. That's Tim Curry right there. Tim Curry. I'm not even gonna say it is prime because everything that Tim Curry touches is gold.
True.
Like even when he was a simple bellhop in Home Alone 2, just
he stands out in any role he does.
Everything that he does.
100%. Yeah.
And this is the only scary movie that has successfully scared me. Now, granted, my brother locked me in a basement when I was 5 years old with this movie on TV, so it's understandable.
Torture.
That is so mean.
That was my introduction to scary movies, but I love it.
Yeah, this is terrifying.
Second favorite scary movie.
I can absolutely respect. I mean, a solid horror movie, amazing characters, amazing cast.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. Yeah. Totally understand for
me as well. Terrified me. Robin Williams is back.
Here we are.
We're in this area up here.
S tier for me.
S tier for you.
Jumanji is so damn good. I know we just said that like we can't put everything in S tier, but
I mean, but truthfully, like these movies we have up here, they are like we can't fight it.
Yeah, I mean, for real though.
I can't think of one bad moment in that entire movie.
Yeah. It was so good. And I mean, stacked cast. Didn't even realize that Kristen Dunst was in it until like way star-studded cast, amazing story, like amazing adventure. S tier.
All right, next up is Jurassic Park. All right.
It came out in 93. That was a fantastic one. Also, that was a groundbreaking movie for non-CGI practical effects.
Yeah.
Even if somebody almost died in the dinosaur. However, they did not. But
they lived. I got some controversy with Jurassic Park. Like, yeah, I get all the things. But personally, like, I don't know if I'm just not into dinosaurs or like what have you, but Jurassic Park doesn't hit for me.
Same. I think I remember seeing Jurassic Park when I was like, and I was just like, okay. Like
I
it's
appreciate
cool.
the the practical effects are fantastic.
Yeah.
And like for it to happen in like early 90s and like 2000s movies don't even look that good. Like that bumps it up for sure.
It's at least an A tier for me, only because just what they were able to do
I can give
with practical effects alone.
It
was fantastic, and it was the only good Jurassic Park out of the series.
I was gonna say, because I've seen like some of the other ones, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like in that aspect,
I'm like, I will say the original, series was the best of it. I'm not a fan of the newer Jurassic Park. It's not bad, but like that original series was already great, but the first one just it was so good.
We got Little Rascals.
Little Rascals, man.
Alfalfa.
Like, first off, I'm so glad that name is even being brought up, because like it lives in the same ballpark as like Three Stooges. And people in this generation, like, nobody under the age of like 20, I would say like 21 is gonna even know what Little Rascals even is.
I would say even older than 21. I don't think anybody over the age of at least 26 is gonna know. Yeah. And even that's pushing it.
Yeah, that's true. So I was a big fan of the show.
There was a show?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not
know
that.
Yeah.
The black and white ones too.
The old black and white show.
Yeah.
Even though, again, you look at it today.
The one problematic character. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. See, we right here, Dirty. See, with that in mind, though,
at least they loved him.
Yeah, they did. And it was still at the end of the day had a little respect in there.
Yeah.
But with that in mind, though, this movie, I remembered watching it, and it didn't hit as well as the show did. Truth be told, it's just like one of those movies where like you see a TV show version and you're like, oh man, this is so good, let's make a movie out of this. And then the movie, you're like, oh yeah, shouldn't have done that.
So we're hovering around here.
And for me, purely out of respect for the legacy of the Little Rascals. But at the same time, I don't like the Little Rascals being next to Flubber. So I think C actually is where it belongs.
C should be fine.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, Alfalfa.
Like, being next to Flubber, I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna disrespect Robin Williams like that. Okay.
Matilda.
One
of my favorite movies ever. This is
probably the reason why telekinesis is my favorite power to this day.
So this is easy? No fight? It's S tier?
Yeah.
I love Matilda. I could watch this any day.
I love Matilda so much.
Yeah.
I got nothing negative to say. I was trying to be like, can I find something at least put it in A? Yeah, no, I got nothing.
Love it. Incredible story. Incredible acting.
The movie. Yeah.
Freaking
the cast is so great.
Yeah, great cast.
Please don't make a Matilda 2.
Please, God, no.
Leave it there.
It was hard enough making into a musical, and the musical wasn't bad, and they cast the original Miss Trunchbull, I believe.
Yes.
So hard enough.
So, great villain. I didn't even mention that. Miss Trunchbull. And her parents are villains too.
like how intimidating
I was terrified of
even
like you want to talk about movies that scared you. Like this was a horror movie for me.
The way I stopped wearing pigtails because of her.
Like the choker, the
swing around,
the blood cake, the blood cake. Like this was a horror movie for me.
Oh.
Men in Black.
We got the Men in Black. Probably my favorite Will Smith movie of all time, truth be told.
Wow.
Like I know there are lots of Will
that's
Smith
a catalog right there.
Yeah, that's of itself. But this movie, I think it was Will Smith's highest grossing 90s movie, outbeating, I think it even beat out Independence Day.
I can see that.
But Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah, it is a staple.
In my heart of hearts, this is S tier, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm willing to fight for it. If y'all want to put it lower, but I don't want to put it lower than B, and I don't even think it deserves B personally. But yeah, for me, it's S tier. Like it lives so wholeheartedly in my soul, and I just love the part where Will Smith comes in and it's like he's late and he's like, why are we here? And you know what I'm saying? And like that whole scene was just chef's kiss. And the part where he shoots the little girl as opposed to the alien and like actually justifies it is so good to me. It's so good. So that's why it's S tier to me. But yeah, what are y'all thoughts?
I do love the movie. I don't necessarily know if it's an S tier for me, but I do love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it gave me my aliens obsession before. Well, I'm not gonna say all that because I still am an aliens, Sigourney Weaver aliens person. However, gave me like my little alien obsession. I believe Chris Kattan was in that one, and it's just so rare to see him that I love him so much. But yeah, I do love Men in Black. It's also, you remember that big old silver shiny globe thing that was like a point in the movie?
Yeah.
So that's in Queens Park in New York. And every time I drive past it, because I have to go to, I have to pass it on when I go to the airports or whatever. Every single time I pass it, I smile. I really want to go to that park one day just to like, oh my God, I'm here. But it warms my heart when I think about it. So if it's an S, it's an S. I would probably put it in an ALD because I'm like, we got heavy hitters, but I can put it in the S as well.
I'm not mad at S. I have the same thoughts as Dirty Nerdy Birdie. For me, it's not S, but like, for you, the way you speak of it, this is it's not your spicy point, but like,
and be completely amused every single time.
Yeah,
but I understand.
Okay. Oh my God.
And also, just the dance. Okay, but okay.
For me,
all right.
We got Mulan.
That's an S for me.
Yeah, S for me.
I understand. I have nothing negative to say.
Yeah.
The story of it, the music.
Yeah. Again, y'all, Disney just had the 90s in a chokehold.
They were just putting hits out
there. I identified in a way I never thought I would. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know this movie.
What's up, Trauma?
My Girl?
Another Macaulay Culkin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah.
Another Macaulay Culkin.
I
remember seeing bits of this, but I don't remember seeing.
This is one of the saddest movies. Like to this day, I think about it and I want to cry. So I'm just. I'm like turning away already because this one.
I mean, that rates it pretty highly. It has that effect, but like.
Yeah,
I'm just so
I will put it in
with
A because it stays.
That's fair.
Yeah,
and I've heard that for a lot of people who've watched this movie, like it stays.
I'm afraid of bees, and I'm pretty sure that this is why. So.
I'll give you that.
I love how my nose is getting red. Already, I'm like,
quick, go to one that's fun.
Well, here's another one I don't know. Newsies. Like I know of the play, the musical, but I've never seen whatever
Newsies.
This is.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that. Newsies.
So I respect the plight of this musical. It talks about how the first union got started, and it was like the newspaper union, and how important it was. Yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But
I got nothing.
I'm sorry. This is one of my least favorite musicals.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's like a D or F for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about it.
Go unions. I am still very much pro-union.
Of course.
However.
But like.
Mm-hmm. However, yep. Sorry. You ain't hitting.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Now, this is like cult classic. Like.
Yeah.
This is classic cult classic.
Nightmare Before Christmas. I will watch it, I promise. Because, like, literally, my partner was like, if you don't watch it by the end of this year,
get out.
You have a great partner. I want to give them a hug.
I understand, and I will watch it, I promise. Please. But at the same time, with that being said, I completely can respect the cult classic aesthetic behind this movie, especially considering that people are still debating if it's a Christmas movie. Yeah, like people will.
Where's my camera at? There. Oh no, you can't see him. I have Nightmare Before Christmas nails that I'm like waiting for.
Yeah,
wow.
You can't even see Oogie Boogie because he's green. It's hard for me to decide between S and A on this one because I do love this one.
Yeah. I don't know enough about it to put it in S, and I don't know. I don't know how I can put it in. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop it in A.
Mad about it.
It's not
I still
my
love it.
favorite Christmas. Yeah. I mean, well, it is
Christmas-a-ween.
Is it Christmas with a Halloween theme or a Halloween theme?
Here's another movie that I love. The Parent Trap.
Oh my God, yes.
Parent Trap.
That's an S tier for me. I'm okay if it's lower than that for anybody else, but that's an S tier for me.
I will say this movie definitely made me like I wanted siblings so badly for this movie.
Absolutely stacked cast. My favorite Lindsay Lohan movie. Sorry, Mean Girls, but this is my favorite. I love Mean Girls, but this is my favorite Lindsay Lohan movie.
That's true.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, that is my favorite Lindsay Lohan.
And the better remake of it. I'm sorry, because the original was just okay, but
that's also true. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's up there. Like this was such a family movie for us. Like, and for my household, we were like black as hell. Like we watched Five Heartbeats, Temptations, like those were our movies. But Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan, you broke the mold.
Yeah.
She did that constantly. I'm still mad about that. She kept breaking the mold for me.
Yeah. True.
So,
no, I have to watch that movie at least twice a year. Like
it's great.
Have to watch it. Every time I see it on TV, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
We got Pocahontas. This sits in the weird place for me. But you go. You finish talking first.
So, I remember a long time ago watching this movie, and I was like, okay, I'm cool or whatever. Like, it was okay for me. It wasn't like groundbreaking. And then you get older and you understand what was going on.
I think we're on the same spectrum.
Yeah, and because of that, that's
like
low. That's low.
The bastardization of the real story.
And I feel like
Colors of the Wind is cool. Like, good song. Cute song.
Good song. That was not gonna
fantastic animation.
Yeah.
Great song. Amazing animal companions.
Just change the name to something else. Fix the story up. It'll be a great movie. But it didn't need to be Pocahontas and John Smith.
Also, who would ever choose anything other than Kocoum? Jesus.
Yeah.
Even as an animation, he made my heart sore. Like, ain't no way I'm choosing John Smith over Kocoum.
John Smith, the most. Okay,
the
best part.
Yeah, like blonde-haired, blue-eyed,
all of it, man.
like
yeah. I mean, I would personally, I'd put it lower, but I understand that is indeed.
I'm fine with
for that one great song.
Would you put it lower?
I'm fine with F. I'm not gonna fight for Pocahontas.
Okay, I'll fight you on that.
Perfect. Okay, what we got next?
Princess Mononoke.
Oh, a S tier movie. A definite S tier movie right there.
Okay.
Like,
wait, what is
Hayao Miyazaki? Princess Mononoke.
Oh.
If you have not seen Princess Mononoke, get ready for heartbreak.
Okay.
Especially coming from like an anime fan, like this. This is like,
that's the thing. It inspired so much after it. You can still see scenes from that and Akira in almost every anime that you watch. You can still see like animated scenes that were parallel to those movies to this day, and just the influence they had.
And it's not okay. Because I was looking for Spirited Away as well, but
that was my first title, actually. That's Spirited Away.
Yeah. I know me some Spirited Away, but
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Another I would say is like the cult classic, like cult.
Yeah,
it is,
and especially amongst, I was about to say Michael Bay. I'm not going to disrespect the director based off of that. Why am I blanking on his name? What is his name?
I don't know who the director is. I know
that Spielberg, that one.
No, he directed Kill Bill, and
is it Tarantino? Is this a Tarantino?
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, I didn't know this was Tarantino.
Yes. Yeah. This is
you're
like
right.
beloved Tarantino flicks, like ever. Literally the movie that allowed Samuel Jackson to trademark his icon. So I mean, and like all the
deserves an A. I don't really know. For me personally, I don't know if I can put it in the S.
Okay.
Yeah, like I have nothing to push it past S or push it past A. A tier is where it's at.
But yeah.
And it was one of those, like, it had so many stories within it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I wanted the stories to connect, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Not all of them. And I think that had a lot of influence. I think just my ADHD couldn't get past that part.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite Quentin Tarantino film, but I understand. I said it's not my favorite Quentin Tarantino film.
Yeah.
I get it. And like it is,
and I'll also mention that there's other stuff in his discography that I enjoyed watching. But I remember seeing this when I was way too young and understanding why I shouldn't have watched it as a kid. But then when I was an adult, I was like, okay.
But like you were a kid, so there are known knowns and there are known unknowns, and then there are unknown.
What I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns, things we don't know that we don't know.
We also just watched a lot of things that we probably shouldn't have watched as a kid, just in general, but that's the stuff that we were getting.
Yeah. I mean, you tell a kid you aren't allowed to watch this. What do you think they're going to do?
The first thing you're going to do is watch it.
Watch it,
And then I'm weird, because my favorite little mini story within that entire movie was the Bruce Willis offshoot. I just thought it was really sweet, and I'm like, oh, I love this.